What is up, everyone? Bleeding Blue Podcast, episode 119, 119. We are back at it a day before opening day for the Toronto Blue Jays. This time, tomorrow night, we'll be watching Blue Jays baseball. Very, very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. It's finally here. It felt like a short off season. It makes sense because they played an extra month of baseball, which is always great when you have a short baseball off season. Ryan, I know you can agree with that, right?
100%. It's very rare, but 100%.
Yeah, it is. But nonetheless, before we get into it, as we do with every episode, except for last one, of course, because we had a special guest, 19 is our episode of the day. Players with the number 19 on their jersey. Give it to me, Ryan.
Steven Yzerman. Stevie Y.
Stevie
Or
Y.
number 19. Joe Sakic. Croatian and Canadian. So there you go. Joe Thornton, Leafs legend, wore number 19. Not on the Leafs, but he wore number 19 on the Sharks. Larry Robinson, Brian Trottier, Jonathan Toews.
Oh, yeah, my boy.
Leafs legend, GM, Brendan Shanahan, our favorite.
Better player.
Nick Backstrom.
Terrible GM. Or terrible owner, president.
Yeah, baseball, we have Tony Gwynn, Bob Feller, Robin Yount. Football, we have John Unitas, old school legendary quarterback. Basketball, Jakob Poeltl, Raptors player, wears number 19.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Cousy, Willis Reed, a couple other older players. Yeah, a few decent players wore 19. More of a hockey number. Seems like it.
Yeah.
Ronaldo wore it for a season when he was at Man United, so there's that. But other than that, that's about it. But great hockey number 19.
Nice.
A lot of legendary players.
Cool. All right. Well, let's move on to, as we were talking about hockey, let's move on to a little bit of hockey discussion because don't look now, but our Toronto Maple Leafs are tanking, and it's absolutely lovely.
And they're tanking horribly.
Because they're winning.
Yeah. If only this was October and they were winning. You know what I mean? That would be great. Right? Right, guys?
Let's do a standings check right now. The Toronto Maple Leafs. Right now, it's just been utterly... I mean, last night they had a nice W. Beat the...
Against the worst team in the league in New York. So, that's great.
I know, but I thought they were going to win that for sure. Like... Okay, they haven't been really winning. They won 2 games. Like they won the 2 games in a row. They're not winning. Like, don't worry.
I know, but there's 9 games left in the season. They should not be winning. They should be losing. And I know the players know this, that they need to be bottom 5 in the standings of the whole league, or else they can't get a first round pick, and that pick goes to Boston, who are looking to go into the playoffs this year. So, not looking good. And a team that we just beat. You know what I mean? So,
my thoughts on the Leafs, though, right now is what we've said before, and it's really hard to talk more about them because there's just not much going on right now. There's no players that we're excited to watch. I was going to take a look at the hockey standings for the team, and right now the Leafs, they have a above 500 record right now, 31-29. That's incredible.
Yeah, with 13 OT losses.
Yeah.
That's not above 500.
So Nylander has 25 goals, 42 assists right now, 67 points on the season. Tavares, 26 goals, 61 points on the season. Nyes having a pretty decent season. Matthews, pretty shit, honestly.
Horrible.
It's
his first season ever in his career without 30 goals.
Well, he's gonna
in a season.
Oh no, he's injured. Yeah, never mind. Yeah,
first season ever.
I mean, yes, he
Hard
is.
to believe
Again,
that.
he is injured, so that is a part of it.
No, even despite that, he should have had 30 goals by this point of the year. Probably 40 goals with how much money we're giving him.
What happened to
You
this
know,
guy?
a lot of things, but I think most of them are unexplainable.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Very sad with this franchise has become.
It's just we know the potential of this guy. It's the same thing with when we. Well, it's not the same thing because Vladdy is a better player, but it's we've had a couple down years, seasons of Vladdy where we know the potential is just so much higher and he can be such a much better player, and he wants to be. But I just genuinely dislike the attitude of Austin Matthews so much, and I don't like him as a person, and I think he is not a good person, and maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll make that statement if we want views. Like, come on, let's go. Let's say something controversial here. Clip it, chat. No, well, like yeah, I'll go ahead and say that. I don't think he's a person. If I were at the bar and I see Ernie Clement in the left corner going, come on. And I see Austin Matthews in the right corner going, come on over, Ryan. Look at all the...
Okay, that's an easy decision. That's an easy decision there.
Right, exactly.
I'm taking Austin Matthews. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Ernie Clement is the Jays version of Josh Allen. I think it's pretty obvious.
Even if it's
who I'm choosing.
If it's like Gosman, if it's anyone, if it's Matthew Nyes, I'll go over and talk to Matthew Nyes over Austin Matthews. Yeah, Austin Matthews, like his resume looks a lot better than Nyes does, and I'm sure you compare the resumes of Ernie Clement and Austin Matthews. You're gonna say Austin Matthews has the better resume, and you're gonna gravitate towards him maybe. But no, I can't stand him. This season, he needs to prove me wrong if he wants me back on his side. But it's been like 2 seasons in a row where it's just been like mediocre, like middle of the pack, good player at best. Like when he's not scoring goals, he's doing nothing, So, and when he doesn't, so that's like his value. It's like Marner, if he wasn't scoring goals, that dude's getting assists like crazy. If this guy's he's going to be a great like player defensively too on the power play, on the PP. Like remember, was it playoffs when we had to fucking sub, or maybe not playoffs, but I remember we had Marner on D at one point, like just for a couple games. Like imagine doing that to Austin Matthews.
I think it was just a couple shifts. I don't think it was a game.
Oh, okay. Okay, but I do remember it happening though. That was like
was just because we were injured, and one game we had a couple of guys. We had like 5D one game, and then one of them got injured, so Marner had to be on defense for like a couple of shifts.
Well, then I'm talking out of my ass. But anyway, yeah, that's my Leafs talk for the moment because I don't really have much to say. In all honesty, we've talked like plenty about what they can do because there's not much that is continuing throughout the season aside from the Austin Matthews injury that has happened. So there's really, I don't know. Is there anything you'd like to say? We've talked about what they need to do if they want to be a better team, what the issues are with this organization, as well as the issues with the players and personnel we have. So I don't know what else there is.
I think it's not more so being the better team. I think it's just more so being a better organization moving forward. I think that's more of the conversations we should be having and fans should be having is what can we take from this season and the last decade of somewhat good success, but not good enough, and move forward and be a better organization. I think that's more of the conversation that the owner should be having, the GM should be having, Tree Living should having. Even though he's only been here for 3 years, he's basically fucked up this the future of this team, and I'm not a fan of it. And fans are obviously mad, like us. We're not, pleased, like we say every single week about this team and how they performed this year. So I don't think there's really anything else to say other than just try and figure out a long-term plan instead of trying to do this half rebuilds, half try and get a wild card spot plan. It just doesn't work. It's not going to work, and I don't think this franchise is satisfied with doing a full rebuild because they think, oh, the fans are going to show up and we're not going to sell enough tickets. But I guarantee you, if this organization is committed to doing that, then I genuinely think that the fans will stay.
Doesn't matter, man.
Because they've stayed through all the bullshit that has gone on the past 30 some odd years when the Leafs have done nothing and had a real chance to make it to a final. So I don't know. That's all I can really say. We say this every week, and
exactly. We sound like broken records. Like it's just can't.
Yeah, but it's just, we can't say anything else. There's no improvement. It's just steady decline since last May. So I don't know. Nothing else to say, really. It's just It's the same discussion every week. So I just hope this season can end and then we can get to draft time and see what they do with that and deal some guys away, get some more picks because Tree Living. God, like I said, we can talk about this for. We can say the same shit every single week, but there's nothing's going to change. So let's just hope this season ends as fast as possible, and we can now move on to better discussions like our Toronto Blue Jays, who are starting tomorrow, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It will be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun watching this team, and I'm very excited.
It will be a lot of fun, and the reason it's going to be so much fun is because we have a very exciting, well thought out list that we have for you today for our Blue Jays season predictions, and that's always fun to discuss because we'd love to get some predictions in. And Ryan, as you know, is a gambling man and loves to get his picks in. He's already sent me photos of his playoff predictions this year and his division winners this year. So
I have,
and he is.
I like to sprinkle a little bit, just a little bit of money, not too much. Just a little bit.
You got me.
I like a future bet. I like a future bet because it's an investment. You know what I mean? You get to watch the season, cheer for a few different teams and a few different players that are not on just the Jays. So yeah, I would just put like $5-10 on something and have some fun. Win some money and in September or October, and yeah, why not?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I will tell you one player that I am a big fan of this year. Is that man out
Paul Skeens?
Don't get me started. Is that man out in Houston and San Francisco? Rafael Devers and Jordan are going to go absolutely nuclear this year. Absolutely nuclear, especially Jordan. He's going to go crazy this year.
I could see it happening. I'm
a big fan of Jordan. Big fan of Jordan. And the Jays, of course.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited. Opening day happened today as well as we know. Or opening day technically happened yesterday with the Yankees versus the Giants game, and Yankees actually fucking destroyed the Giants.
It's okay. They suck. When they play the Jays again, it's going to be a sweep. That lineup is not intimidating at all. Logan Webb is just an absolutely mediocre pitcher. Let's be real here. Come on. I know,
I'm not. I will.
you don't like that take, but
Yeah, I don't like that take. I absolutely hate that take.
I know you like the take of the Yankees not being a very good team. I know you like that. That lineup is not good at all. Let's be real. Come on.
Also, I'm not not going to agree with you on that because they are a good lineup. They have issues. They have issues. But the Aaron Judge is a terrifying human being, and
That's one person.
Yeah, I know, and he's one scary motherfucker. Then you also got Giancarlo Stanton, who's healthy right now. There's a couple players that like you don't know with them, but like Bellinger scares me. Ben Rice also fucking scares me. Chisholm does not scare me. But they're good. They're going to be a good team this year. They will be a good team this year. I can 100% agree with that.
I will say they are an 85 win team.
If they win 85 games this season, I'll give you a kiss on the lips, all right?
Come back to this, everyone. Come back to this. Okay. So, but they will be an 85 win team. Come on. This team is nothing special. They are the same, if not worse, than they were last year. Yeah, they are getting Garrett Cole back, but come on. Everyone's getting older. The only person who I think will stay the same or be better is Judge.
No, old Judge is this year?
31.
No, he is turning 34 this year.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
That's insane. That's insane. There's no way he's 34 years old.
He's this April.
What the hell? That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I remember when he was a rookie. When was that, 2017?
2016.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yep. And then
that is nuts.
2017 was his breakout season, though, when he, 52 home runs, rookie of the year, all the stats.
Wow. All right. Still 85 wins. Still 85 wins. But
I don't know. I was just gonna say we saw Judge at the World Baseball Classic, and we know how he performs in the big moments. So
exactly. Yeah, and how was he yesterday? How good was he yesterday, huh? How good was he? 3 fucking strikeouts. What a player.
I know, that's not Judge. You're on my fantasy team. Come on. I might have to text him. I might have to be like, yo, come on, pick up the pace, buddy.
DM him on ESPN Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'll just text him on Instagram.
I shouldn't be laughing. My team is horrible too. I possibly had the 2 worst performances on opening day history with Paul Skeens not even lasting an inning, and O'Neal Cruz, who can't catch a fucking fly ball, might be the worst outfielder I have ever seen.
Are errors negative points though on your?
I don't know.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I think you're okay there.
Well, regardless, and he also lost the first successful ABS challenge when he decided to walk to first base and then walk back and walk of shame. Just a horrible first day for me. It's not looking good. And plus, I didn't even draft my team. I auto-drafted. I didn't even know. I totally forgot about the draft. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
You motherfucker. Okay.
Well.
That's funny. No, man.
It is.
It is what it is, and it's what else is something very exciting to talk about is our discussion of the playoff Blue Jays prediction. So let's do that right now.
Yep. Okay, so let's start off with our Jays predictions.
Okay.
So first off, we have best Jays batter. So we have best Jays batter and pitcher. So I want you to start us off here, Ryan. I probably know what this answer is going to be, but I hope you pick someone else other than who I think you're going to pick, because I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick somebody else. I'm going to pick Vladdy, obviously, because he is, I think, just going to have a massive, huge, insane season. There's no doubt in my mind. If he doesn't, it'll be disappointing, but this is the first year of his big, new 14-year contract. Blue Jay for lifer. I'm excited, man. It's going to be a fun year. This hopefully, yeah, he has just a monster season. He's got a lot of weight to carry, especially with Bogon, but I think he's going to have a massive, massive year.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious who this pick is. Maybe we should have done best Jays batter instead of Vladdy, kind of like how we do best Bills player.
Why not? Why not
other
do
than
that?
Josh Allen.
Fine. Why not do
Okay,
that then?
let's do that then. But yes, I had Vladdy as well. I predict like over 35 home runs for him this year. I think he overperforms what he did last year in terms of hitting it out of the park for sure. But I would say best Jays batter outside of Vlad.
Can I go first?
With an under. Yeah, sure.
Addison Barger.
That's a very good pick. And why is that your choice?
We saw how good this guy can be last year. He got on a really good hot streak and had some cold spells here and there throughout the year, but overall was like an extremely valuable player on the Jays and can play multiple positions. If we're talking batting alone, though, Barger has that power. He's got that clutch power in him. We saw some incredible moments in the playoffs. We know he can perform in those big moments too. I just got Addy Barger,
Good choice. I predict him to have a good year as well. Maybe potentially a 30 home run season. Potentially.
That'd be sick.
I won't say he will, but potentially. But my best Jays batter is an underrated one. He's always very consistent, very good batting average, and a fan favorite. I'm going to go with Kirky Boy. I'm going to go with Alejandro Kirk as the best Jays batter of the season. I think he makes the All-Star game again. I think he starts in the AL this year. And I think he reaches that. I think he might reach that 25 plus home run plateau. I have high hopes for Kirk this year. He's still relatively young. I think he's same. Isn't he the same age as Vladdy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 26, 27, something like that. I really like Kirk, and obviously a fan favorite. Great catcher, great defensively, but also a very underrated hitter. So I will put him as my favorite to win best Jays batter of the year. But I agree with Barger too. That was my close second.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, best Jays pitcher. This is a tough one for me because Jays added a few good pieces in the offseason in the pitching, but that is also our next that is also our next prediction and award. So I won't pick one from there. But I will pick a guy who is ridiculed, and your dad especially. I still believe in this guy. After all the bullshit that he went through, I think he will bounce back this year. Give me Jeff Hoffman as the best Jays pitcher this year. I'm a big believer in him. I was last year when he joined the team. I still believe in the guy. The guy can throw some good stuff. So give me him as the best Jays pitcher.
I love that pick, man. It's just it just feels very obvious that he can have just an incredible season. Like I think he can be so good for this team as long as he's putting again, you can John Schneider's really good with the hitters at putting them in great positions to succeed. Like Davis Schneider is you put him in the position to succeed where he's only going up against lefties and he's facing pitchers that he just that he has a good chance of hitting the ball hard. I think they can do the same thing with Jeff Hoffman, where they can just put him in these positions where he can succeed, not giving him multiple inning outings where he has to pitch 2 innings. I think Yeah, I love that pick. I think that's a great pick. My best pitcher, I am gonna go. I'm gonna go Dylan Cease. You know, new free agent signing. He is going.
That was I remember that was Durkin's choice to be the number one by the end of the season.
Oh, I think yes.
Dylan Cease.
I think he'll be the number one by the end of the season too. I think his stuff is so good. He's still relatively young. He's going to be a good pitcher for a while, man. We got him for 7 years, which is awesome. So I'm hyped.
So is that your best new addition, which is our next award?
No, it's not.
Okay. I will start off best new addition then. I'm gonna go with an obvious one here. I'm gonna go with our Japanese samurai. I'm gonna go with Akamoto as our best new addition. I think him replacing Bo. I think he will have a very solid year and go under the radar kind of in the Rookie of the Year conversation. I think he's going to be very good. I'm very excited to watch him play. We saw his defensive play was a little shaky at times, but most of the time he's pretty good. Obviously, he's a good contact hitter, but he can also hit the long ball, which is good. And that's what the Jays need. That's what they're looking for. So I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of what he could bring to this team. So I'm going to go with him as the Jays' best new addition.
Good pick.
Your thoughts?
I like that as well because that is also my pick for best new player, Akamoto. I think the big thing with him is just the adjustment coming from the Japanese league to the big leagues. You know, so we'll see how that translates. I think it's going to translate well. That's what I think. And I'm excited to see how this guy turns out. He's just like, there's not the only, like, it's not like he has like flaws really. Like he doesn't strike out a lot. He hits the ball hard. He's good defensively from what I understand and what I like what we've seen in the Japanese league. He played third base, first base. He can play a bunch of positions. So I'm looking forward to Akamoto, man. I think he's going to be a serious, like, good, mature player.
Yep. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Okay. Now we'll do Jay's record.
Okay.
Right now. Our last Jay's award. So obviously we've had some very, very interesting Jay's records and predictions for what they would do at the season. The first one I remember, you predicted the Jays to make it to the World Series. That was certainly interesting. A couple years ago, not obviously last year, but a couple years ago when they only won like 75 games. So certainly interesting. So I'm very intrigued to hear what you're thinking for this team this year, and if it's going to be as bold as making it to the World Series like they did last year.
Because I could go for bold, but I could also go for more realistic. But there's part of me that wants to go for a little bit bold, and maybe my bold prediction is actually my realistic prediction. So we'll never know.
Oh, okay.
But I am gonna go with 95.
Oh my lord!
And 67. Is that what it is? 67
Lord.
or 68? Yeah, 67.
Oh my lord! So they're going to be better than they were last year by a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they are.
And obviously that means that they're going to win the division, right? You think they're going to win the division again?
I'd like to say
or
they do.
Or do you think? Do they win? Do they win? Are they going to get a bye? Are they best record in the AL, or are they playing in the wild card?
I'd like the Jays to win 100 games, but I'm not going to guess that. Winning 100 games is so hard nowadays, but
it is.
No, I think they win the division again. It's really hard. Like, I don't even think the Orioles. I want to talk down on them, but I think they're still are going to be a good team. Like, I'm pretty sure they won today. Again, that's a 1-game sample size, so we don't know exactly how it's going to be. But
Okay. Where do you think they go? What's the farthest they go this year
Blue Jays.
in the playoffs? You clearly have them in the playoffs. So how far do they go?
I can't. I don't know if I can watch them not make the World Series again and win the World Series.
Right.
You know, I gotta go, man. Like I just we made it last year. Why can't we do it again? We've proven that we can do it. We can get there. So as long as like they can beat the Dodgers too. If they have to face, which the Dodgers are the best team like to ever play baseball, basically. Up there with some of the more insane Yankee teams. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go World Series.
Okay. And then we'll see your prediction after. That will be the last one. Okay. I have the Jays doing well. Also, I think they win 90 games. So not
Okay.
as good as they were last year. But I think they do well. They do well enough, and I think they win the division. I think multiple teams. I think like the Red Sox, Orioles, they're all like 88, 87 wins. Like everyone, and like the Yankees too. Everyone's around that 90, 85 to 90 win mark in that division. It's going to be extremely close, but I think the Jays have the edge. But I sadly don't think that they make the World Series this year, but I do think they make it to the championship series. And they lose to the Mariners this year. I sadly, I think that's a realistic, but also like kind of bold prediction. I just think I have a bad feeling about this Mariners team this year. They're looking. That pitching staff is very, very dangerous.
Pitching staff is always good, man.
Yeah, it's very dangerous, and I'm very excited for what is to come. But like I do agree with your take on the World Series. I do agree with that. I would love to see them play again. It's in there, and I am also confident in this team, especially in the big moments. So,
okay, fair enough.
Let's move on to general awards. So let's go to AL and NL MVP here. I will start us off here. Sticking with the Mariners theme, I'm going to go with. I chose this guy a few years ago to win MVP, but he didn't. But I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez. Stick on that Mariners theme for AL MVP.
Okay.
And then NL MVP. The obvious choice is Ohtani, but I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go with a guy who's on my fantasy team. He had a rough game, but I'm going to still go with Paul Skeens.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the pitcher this year. I think there's finally a pitcher that gets
MVP.
That gets chosen for an MVP. Yeah.
Wow. All right. I like that pick, actually. I do like that. I'm going to go with MVP. These ones are going to be kind of controversial, so bear with me, okay? You might be like, shut the fuck up. Okay. AL, I'm going to go Aaron Judge, and then NL, Shohei Ohtani.
Wow. Very controversial. Are those your choices?
Yeah, those are my choices. I mean, like, who is until proven otherwise? Like, who else? Like,
yeah. Can
it be? Shohei Ohtani literally does both. Fucking like this guy won it single-handedly just as a DH, and then 1 year, and now he's got how many MVPs does Ohtani have? I think he has 4. Shohei Ohtani.
He has 3, I think.
I think he has 4. He's 4 MVPs.
Oh.
He's won the last 3 MVPs in a row. Came second in 2022, and then first in 2021. Crazy.
Who is he set? Oh, to Judge. That's
to
right.
Judge, yeah. When Judge had like that insane season.
Yeah.
Judge, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I wanted to say that, but I want to say something different.
You had your different pick.
Obvious.
I had the obvious pick, so it's good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay, World Series matchup and winner. We both said 2 teams that we had our AL picks. But I'm pretty sure we based off these other choices. What is your World Series matchup and winner?
I'm gonna go Blue Jays, Dodgers.
Yes.
And Blue Jays win.
Okay. How many games?
7.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still hurting, so I just need to. I need a win.
Yeah, fair enough.
How about you?
I have the Dodgers as well.
Mariners.
Yeah, Dodgers, Mariners,
Yeah.
and Dodgers sweep the Mariners.
Nice.
Their team is the same exact team last year, but they added Kyle Tucker and Edwin Diaz. Good luck beating that team. Good luck.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Good luck beating that team.
It's actually insane.
No, it's ridiculous, but they're within their rules. They're within the guidelines to do it. So,
yeah.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
Just gotta deal with it. Just gotta deal with it.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Completely disgusting, but.
All right. That's it for our predictions then?
Yeah, sure. Unless you want to do like Cy Young, if you want to throw those out.
If I'm doing Cy Young, Tarek Skubal and Paul Skeens.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Come on,
of course.
I
shouldn't even said anything.
Maybe Crochet, instead of Tarek, but it's hard, man. It's hard to say anybody else. These guys are dominant. They're a level above all the other pitchers that play in the league. They just are. So, yeah.
Sleeper picks. I'll go with a couple sleeper picks. I chose Skeens, so I guess I have to choose him for Cy Young. I mean, if he wins the MVP, he's got to win the Cy Young. AL. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, Scooble. I don't. You're right. I can't think of anyone else. I can't think of anyone else other than Crochet.
Here, I'll take a look at who. So
Trey Savage. There you go. Trey Savage will be the AL Cy Young.
Hunter Brown could be up there.
No.
Brian Wu.
No.
Max Fried. Nope.
No.
Yamamoto could win it over Skeens this year.
Yes, that's who I was thinking of. But I chose Skeens as MVP, so he said you got to win Cy Young. He can't win.
Yeah.
He can't win. Can't win MVP and not win Cy Young.
No, you're right. Yeah, man. All right. Well, is there anything else you have to add, my friend?
No, man. I'm just very excited. I'm very excited for the season to start and watch a team that is that has success and we for sure I think will have success unless all hell breaks loose. Very excited to watch this team. After what happened last October, the magical month that was with this team, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just excited to watch Ernie Clement hit base hits and just, get like 90 RBIs this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. And if you
Same.
guys haven't watched it yet, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited to watch it. I'm a big fan of Spitting Chicklets. With Paul Bissonnette, Ryan Whitney, Keith Yandel, those guys. They do this thing called the Sandbagger, which is Sandbagger Invitational, which is like they play like this golf match against other hockey players and stuff. But this time they did a video with the Blue Jays. They did a video with Ernie Clement, Nathan Lucas, and Davis Schneider. So you guys should probably check that out. I'm a big fan of the Sandbagger videos. They're very funny. Biz is just a riot every single time.
Oh my gosh, he takes some gummies in this most recent one. It is insane. Like, it is genuine.
Yeah, he doesn't drink anymore, so he just literally
he doesn't drink.
Eats gummies. No, he's off it now apparently.
Oh,
for a bit now. So he's just a big smoker now and just gets high. So but yeah, it's very funny. I love watching the Sandbaggers, so give that a watch, especially, since we're Jays fans, and that's really cool. And if you're also a golf fan, it's a good mix. Good mix of both things. So give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Yeah. All right, guys. Cheers. Thank you so much for listening. It's a nice, quick little episode for you all.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We are on all of those platforms. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Cheers, go Leafs, go Blue Jays, go Raptors. Let's actually do just a very insanely quick check of the Toronto Raptors.
They're doing okay. They're doing okay. I've been kind of half paying attention. They're doing okay. They're staying in the playoff hunt. Not as good as they were before, but they're up there.
They're still in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. They'll make it.
They've clinched play-ins, so that's nice.
Play-ins are useless.
I know,
you need to make top 6.
Yeah. NBA standings conference, yeah. So they're 6th right now. So hopefully they can stay ahead of the 76ers, and then they can make the playoffs and don't have to do the goddamn play-ins. That'd be nice. But anyway, yeah. Good on them. Keep it going. Blue Jays, let's ride this season and have a great effing year. Cheers. Make sure to like and subscribe, as I said before. Leave a like. See you guys soon.